Welcome. Find your way to your comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. Let yourself settle in. Welcome to All Levels Yoga. As always, take the class at your own pace. If I'm cueing a certain pose and it doesn't serve you, feel free to come to child's pose or simply sit and breathe. I always say the main goal of yoga is the connection to pranayama. So connection to breath. All right, settle in, let your sit bones root towards the floor. If you'd like to sit on a bolster or a block, feel free to grab that. Otherwise, just let your spine get long, shoulders soft, let them slide down your back. Chin slightly tucked so the back of your neck is nice and long. And then let's start by taking a few long inhales through the nose, long exhales out the nose. So starting at the lower belly, start to inhale as you bring the breath up to the middle part of the stomach, all the way up to your chest, your shoulders. Maybe do this to the count of 4 or 5. Take a pause and then slowly exhale all the way down from shoulders, chest, down to middle part of your stomach, all the way down to your lower belly. When you totally and completely empty, you might feel your lower belly gently pressing towards your back. We call this the engagement in the Mula Bandha. And then start your inhale again. Maybe to the count of 4, 5, or maybe even 6. Just notice the breath as you expand, elongate, and then slowly exhale all the way back down. Feel free to let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth. Helps you to engage in Ujjayi breath, slight restriction of the throat as you inhale through the nose and out the nose. We'll take about 2 to 3 more cycles, your pace, your breath. Notice and observe the expansion of the inhale, the softening of the exhale. Notice the sound you make, that oceanic sound, as you let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth as you're inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the nose. Take one more full cycle of breath. As you complete your exhale, gently open your eyes. Let's take an inhale, reach our arms all the way up, lengthen from the torso, the fingers reach towards the sky, and then on your exhale, let's find a twist to the right. So right hand comes behind, left hand to knee or thigh. Sit bones root towards the floor, spine is long, crown of your head reaches for the sky. Same breathing here, inhaling through the nose, out the nose, connection to Ujjayi breath. You'll find maybe a little more restriction as you twist on the breath, and then finishing your exhale, come back to center, reach your arms back up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side. 2 to 3 breaths here. And then finishing your exhale, come back to center. If your legs are crossed like mine, try recrossing them so the opposite foot is on top, and we're going to do that same thing again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. We'll take 1 breath here. Finishing your exhale, come back to center. Reach those arms up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. 1 breath. Notice and observe a little bit how things feel on this side with your legs a little bit different. Take your right hand, bring it to the floor, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Inhale over to the other side. Do that 1 more time, both sides. And then coming back up, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, root your knuckles up and away, just slightly. Take 2 breaths here. Feel free to turn your gaze towards the sky, the ceiling, or just straight forward. One more breath. Finishing your exhale, release your hands. Take a few rolls of the shoulders up and back. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a few half circles with the head, just letting your head go from one shoulder to the other. Just notice and observe without judgment how each side feels. Take about 2 more cycles of breath. Remembering, connection to breath, connection to pranayama, main goal of yoga. Breath comes first, then movement. All right, let's come back to center. And let's bring our hands behind us. And let's interlace our fingers with the opposite thumb on top this time. Take 2 breaths here. Nice job releasing your hands. Let's reach our arms up again. Interlace fingers. Any thumb on top is fine. Root the palms of your hands towards the sky. Take an inhale, lean over to the right. Exhale, back up. Inhale, over to the left. And then exhale, back up. Bring your hands down. Let's find our way to hands and knees. Cat-cow. Face this way. Hands right beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. And we'll take about 5 rounds of traditional cat-cow. Toes can be flat, they can be curled, your choice. On your inhale, elbows bend a little bit. Arching the back, gaze looks forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back as you push belly button gently towards your spine, gaze can look down. Keep that movement going with your breath. Make your main focus on pranayama. Can you listen and hear and observe the sound that you make with your breath? Gently making that oceanic sound, inhaling through the nose, out the nose with that slight restriction of the throat. As we inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose, it's a nice cleansing for us. It cleanses, our nose hairs actually cleanse the breath. So opposed to breathing through the mouth. Take 1 more cycle of breath. And then coming back to center, let's take our knees, spread them wide. Find your first child's pose. Toes can touch, sit bones gently root towards your heels. You can slide your hands forward, forehead to the mat. 5 breaths here. Nice long inhales, finding the expansion of the rib cage, the lower back. Exhale, softening. Take about 4 more breaths. Nice job, you guys. As you finish your next exhale, come back up to center. You can bring your knees back to hip distance apart. And then take your right leg, bring it back behind you, curl your right toes, press your right heel into an imaginary wall, say hello to your right calf. And then take an inhale, lift that leg up, exhale, bring it over to the left, look out over left shoulder. Toes are curled on the right foot, so you're pressing that right heel again against that imaginary wall. 1 more breath. As you finish your exhale, lift that leg up. We're going to bring it all the way over to the right. Plant your foot so that your foot is flat on the floor. You might not be able to see my foot, so I'm going to do it like so. Okay, so your foot is flat on the floor. Your pinky toe edge of your right foot is pressing into the floor. Feel free to come to forearms like so. Stay here for about 3 breaths, okay? I'm gonna come back to my mat right here so you know where you're at. Feel free to rock forward, rock back, or stay in one position. Notice your inner thigh. With each inhale, find the expansion, the extension, all the way down that right leg. With each exhale, notice the softening. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Take 1 more breath here. As you finish your exhale, come back to your hands. We'll bring that leg back up and just do a few circles with that right leg. Your knee is bent. Noticing your hips here. You can go one way, go the other way. Always breathing consciously and then coming back to the mat. We'll go to the other side. Left, I'm gonna scoot up just a little bit. Here we go. Left leg reaches back, curl your toes, stretch out that left calf. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, bring it over to the right. Look out over right shoulder. 2 breaths here. Always sending breath to where you feel the stretch. Trying to find some softness in the stretch as you finish your exhale. Lift that leg up, bring it over to the left. Plant your foot. Pinky toe edge presses into the floor. You can stay like so if this is more comfortable, or come to forearms. 3 to 5 breaths. I like to move forward and back, just nice and slow until I find my edge. Where do I feel that stretch that feels the best? Stay there and breathe. One more full cycle of breath here. And then finding your way back to hands. Lifting that leg up, we'll take a few circles with that left leg. Going one way, going the other. How's that hip feel? Nice observation from the left to the right. Bringing both knees back to the mat. Let's just do a few hip circles, going back and forth one way, and then going the other way. All right, let's walk our hands out as far as they'll go. And then find puppy pose. Just gently let your sit bones push up and back as your heart melts, armpits melt, forehead or chin to the mat. 3 full cycles of breath. And let's find our way back. 2 hands and knees, curl the toes. First down dog of class. Gently let your hips push up towards the sky. We'll take 5 breaths here. Bicycle out your legs, sway your hips. Letting one heel press the ground as the other foot comes heel up, tippy toes, and then do the same to the other. Take one more breath. This is a great place to take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose this time, like always. But on your exhale, exhale out the mouth. Let it all out with an audible exhale. Take an inhale. And exhale out the mouth. Nice job, you guys. Inhale again through the nose. Lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step both feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back forward. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up, palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, sun sail A variation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, bend your knees, step back. First plank pose of class. Engage in the belly. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Belly button is gently pushing towards your lower back. Gently pushing the ground away with your hands, so a slight rounding of the upper back. One more breath. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to chaturanga. So either full chaturanga or bring knees down as you hug arms towards ribcage, chest towards the floor, and then inhale, lift up for cobra pose, head, chest, shoulders. Curl the toes, down dog. 5 breaths. Nice job, you guys. 3 more breaths here. This is your practice. If you need to come to child's pose at any time, feel free to come to child's pose. If you're following my cue, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left elbow. You're hugging into core here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring that foot forward, low lunge. Left knee comes to the floor, uncurl back toes, arms reach up. Settle in. Take 2 full cycles of breath here. Feel free to cactus those arms as you broaden your shoulders, nice heart opener. As you finish your exhale, we're gonna bring hands back to the floor. Take an inhale, exhale, we'll find half splits. So coming to that right heel, toes are pointing towards the knee, so your right foot is active. One more breath. Right hip slides back, left hip forward. Let's find that IT band stretch. So we're gonna turn that whole leg to the right. So not just the foot, try to turn the whole leg. Your heels gently still pressing into the floor. Foot is still active. Gently, isometrically sliding that right foot towards your right hip. Say hello to your IT band. It's that outer part from your hip. Sit bone all the way down the outer part of your right leg. And then bring that leg back to center. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Nice job. Take a breath. Curl your back left toes. Left knee lifts, right foot steps back. All right, inhale to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Whatever your chaturanga looks like, maybe this time you come to up dog or you can stay in cobra. Curl your toes, down dog. Take 3 breaths. Feel free to take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. All right, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Again, inhale, lift. Your pace, your breath. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low lunge. Right knee comes down, uncurl back toes, arms reach up. Take 2 to 3 breaths. Practicing the arms is always an option. Feels good to get those shoulders broadened, heart open. Finding gratitude for your practice. Bring your hands back down. Inhale, exhale, half splits. All right, take 2 to 3 breaths here. Notice that right heel gently pressing into the floor. Isometrically sliding towards your left hip. Right hip gently slides forward. And then moving into that IT band stretch, turning the whole leg over to the left. So your pinky toe edge of the left foot gently reaches for the floor. Notice that stretch here on the side. Always a great stretch. No matter how flexible or open you are, most likely you will always feel this. One more breath. And then bringing that leg back to center, walking your hands back to the front of your mat. Take a breath. Curl your back toes, right knee lifts, left foot steps back. Feel free to skip vinyasa or inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Everybody, down dog. Take 3 breaths. Nice job. All right. Take an inhale, right leg lifts. Let's stack the hips and feel free to straighten and bend that right leg. Maybe you gently press into that right hand just a little bit. Feel free to look under your left armpit. Can you see your right foot? As you finish your exhale, bring that right leg back so you square your hips. Take an inhale. And exhale, step it forward. Virabhadrasana 2. Let your back left heel windmill your arms up and around. Look out over right fingers. So we're gonna find heel to arch alignment here. Right heel, if you were to draw a line, should land right in the middle of your left foot. All right. Looking out over right fingers. Take a breath. We're gonna find side angle. So right arm's gonna come through right thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. If you have shoulder issues, you can always let this left hand rest on your left sit bone. Otherwise, gently spin your left ribcage towards the sky. Gaze can look up and breathe. Some of you can stay right here. Some of you can work through a bind. You can bring this left hand back. Bring it around to your front hip crease. Okay, so you can notice this left ribcage spinning towards the sky. Right hand can come to the floor, or maybe it comes underneath and grabs hold of that left hand as you spin your left ribcage towards the sky again. If that's too much, modify. Stay where you feel you can be nice and open and still feel the stretch as you soften with your breath. All right. So we're gonna unwind. If you're in the bind, you're gonna slowly rise back to your warrior two pose. And we're gonna reverse the warrior. All right. A few options here. You can stay right here, or you can bring this right hand and reach it back down your head. Your left hand, you can reach up and try to grab for your hands. I've got my dog coming to visit me. So she always wants to do yoga when I do yoga. She might stay, she might leave. That's our pets for you. All right, wherever you're at, unwind warrior two. Good job, you guys. Let's windmill our hands forward. Plant your hands, right foot steps back. Option is to stay in dog or move through vinyasa, your choice. Everybody will meet up in dog. Nice job, you guys. All right. From down dog, let's move to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. We're gonna stack the hips. So right heel gently presses into the floor. As you press into your left hand, maybe you look out under your right armpit. Can you see your left foot? So my dog's name is Luna. If you want to say hi to her, she might start doing yoga with us. All right, left leg comes back to that three-legged dog, squaring hips, inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2, you're gonna plant your right foot, windmill your arms up and around. So you're gonna see the back side of me this time, and my dog's gonna sit here and sniff me. All right, warrior 2. Let's find that side angle. Try to mimic whatever you did on the other side. Try to do that on this side. Maybe you have to do something completely different, that's okay, but try your best to do whatever you did on the other side, on this side. If you're going into a bind, find your bind. Whatever works for you. We'll take 2 more breaths. Remember, the right rib cage is spinning towards the sky. So if you feel like you're rounding too much in the back, when you're in that bind, maybe come up a little bit. If you're in a bind, slowly rise, come back to warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Maybe you slide that left hand down the back of your head. Maybe that right hand reaches for that left hand. And for me on this side, you can see I can't reach. So that's okay. If you have a strap, you can always grab a strap and reach for the strap. Otherwise, you can do like so. And just go with wherever you're at. You don't even need to do that. This side is completely different. Stay with that reverse warrior. Just reconnect to that left bend of the knee. 1 more breath. And then we're gonna windmill back to the ground. Left foot steps back. Stay in dog or move through vinyasa. Everybody meets up in dog. All right. Let's come down to child's pose. Take 3 breaths in child. Nice. If you want to stay in dog, your choice. Whew. It's warm in my place today. All right, take one more breath. You're in child's. Find your way back to dog. All right. This time from down dog, come to tippy toes, lift your heels, exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna move through that same variation. We're gonna go a little bit faster. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take one breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Stack the hips, bend the knee. Rotate that right foot. And then inhale, square the hips. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior two. Windmill your arms up and around. Side angle. If you're going into a bind, find your bind. Take a breath. And then finding your way back to warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Windmill, arms down, step back. Stay in dog or move through vinyasa, your choice. Everybody, breath, down dog. Inhale, left leg lift, stack the hips. Exhale, straighten it out. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior two. Side angle, wherever you're going. If you're in a bind, find the bind. Coming out of bind, back to warrior two, reverse the warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two, windmill, hands to the floor, left foot steps back. Go through vinyasa or stay in dog, your choice. Everybody needs up in dog. Nice job, you guys. All right, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Step it through. Low lunge. We were here before. Left knee comes down. Arms reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, half splits. Take a breath. All right, leg over to the right. Find that IT band stretch. Right pinky toe reaches through the floor. Leg back to center, back to your low lunge. We're gonna add on here. Bring that right foot over to the right. Right hand to the inside of right foot. Lizard pose, your variation. Stay with hands like so. Palms flat on the mat. If you have blocks, you can bring forearms to block, or maybe you bring forearms to the floor. 3 breaths. Breath is key. Connection to pranayama. 1 more. I remember my first few yoga classes. I think I was holding my breath through about 3 poses, and then I'd breathe, and then I'd hold my breath. So really try to find that connection to breath. It's almost like a moving meditation with your breath and your movement. Breath first, then movement. All right. Coming back to hands, let's curl those back left toes. Lift your back left knee. Keep your left hand planted, but bring it out just a little bit. Right arm reaches up for a gentle back bend. Take an inhale, exhale, round. We're gonna thread the needle. Right hand comes underneath your left arm. And then again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. We'll do that 2 more times, your pace. Remember, inhale and move. Exhale and move. 1 more time. All right, right hand plants, right foot steps back. And stay in dog or move through vinyasa. Nice job, you guys. All right. Left side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left elbow. You should know what we're doing here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge, right knee down. Arms reach up. Right back toes find the mat. All right, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, half splits. Take a breath. Leg over to the left. So left pinky toe reaches for the floor. Say hello to your IT band. One breath. Bring your leg back to center, back to your low lunge. Left foot walks over one footprint, left hand to the inside of left foot. All right, set yourself up for lizard. Wherever you're going on this side, 3 breaths. Slowly coming back to hands. Okay, so we're gonna curl our back right toes, this time right knee lifts. Right hand can come out a little bit, and then inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, round, thread the needle. 3 more times, your pace, your breath. Let your breath be your music. Plant that left hand, the left foot steps back. Either shake it out, stay in dog, or move through vinyasa, your choice. Everybody will meet up in dog. Nice job, you guys. From dog, come down to child's pose, 3 breaths. All right, how are we feeling? As you finish your exhale, come back to your dog. We'll do a few standing poses and then we'll come back down to the mat. Inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's take a wide stance here. Spread your legs wide, toes slightly in. Like you have pigeon toes. Hands interlace behind you. Inhale, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, tilting from the hips, folding forward. 5 breaths here. Ooh, this feels good. Feel free to take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, audible sigh out the mouth. Let it all go here. Two more breaths. Nice job, you guys. Bring your hands down to the floor. Walk your hands out. Wide standing down dog. Sit bones push up and back. Heart melts. 3 breaths. Walking hands back underneath your chest. We're going to keep your right hand planted. Left hand comes to left sit bone or reaches up towards the sky. 2 breaths. And switch sides. Always modify if you need to. And then bringing that hand down. We're going to inhale, hands to hips. And take a breath. Come halfway up. Slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Beautiful job, you guys. Woo! All right, turn your toes slightly out. Shiva's pose, bend the knees, hands slide down the thighs. Gently rock back and forth. Bring hands palm to palm, sit down a little bit more. Long spine, shoulders gently broaden. So you're gently hugging shoulder blades together. Instead of rounding like this, try to open, expand on the inhale. On your exhale, sit down just a little bit more. Knees and inner thighs are pushing towards your pinky toes. 3 more breaths. Hug into your core, strong core here. So everything's not in the legs, but you're in the core as well. 2 more. Did I already say 2 more breaths? 1 more breath. Having too much fun here. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, let your hands brush the floor. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale. 2 more times. Nice job, you guys. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hands to your hips. Gently heel-toe your feet together. Shake out your legs. Beautiful job, you guys. Let's open and expand a little bit with a dancer's pose. This is a variation. If you don't like dancer's pose, you can skip it. You can always do tree pose. I will cue dancers though. Starting with your, I'm gonna go look out this way so you can see me from the side. So I'm gonna keep my left foot planted. Actually, I'm gonna start with my right foot. Right foot is planted, left foot is going to lift. Okay, I'm gonna take hold of my left foot with my fingers coming to my pinky toe edge so that my shoulder is open. Instead of grabbing this way where my shoulder is rounded, I wanna open up my shoulder like so, if that makes sense. Okay, so with your balance on your right leg, gently inhale, reach that right arm up. Okay, so you're gonna kick your left foot into your left hand. As you do that, you automatically reach that right arm forward. Goal is to get that left foot above your head without bringing your right arm all the way down. 1 more breath. If you have a wall at home and you need to use a wall here, feel free to do that. You can always use a strap. For those of you that know the strap. Cueing of the pose. I'm going to turn around. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Right foot lifts. I'm going to grab hold so that my shoulder is nice and open. Left arm reaches up. Take an inhale. Exhale, kicking right hand into right foot. Right foot into right hand, I mean. Find your pose, maybe smile. If you have a wall like me, you can hold onto the wall with that left hand. 2 more breaths. If you fall, it's okay, just get back up. Wherever you're at, honor it. Slowly come back to the mat. Shake out your legs. All right, let's get into Malasana pose. So for those of you that know Malasana, you're gonna take your feet, spread them wider than your hips, toes turn out, and then you're just gonna simply squat. Hands come palm to palm. So just like in Shiva's pose, we wanna try not to round. We wanna try to open, expand. So on your inhale, think long spine, broad shoulders. So shoulders hugging, shoulder blades hugging together. On your exhale, think let sit bones root towards the floor. Just like in Shiva's, you're pushing sit bones down. We'll take 5 full cycles of breath. Feel free to shut your eyes. And if it's your practice to grab a block or a book or something to sit on, you can sit on this pose as well. Nice job, you guys. 2 more breaths. All right. Let's bring hands to the floor. We're going to push our sit bones slowly up towards the sky as we find a forward fold. Turn your toes forward and then bring your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, get long in the spine. Come halfway up, shoulders soft, long neck. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward, 3 breaths. Nice job, you guys. Take your fingers out from your toes And then you're gonna walk your hands forward, your feet back, down dog. We're gonna end with pigeon pose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. If you wanna come to your back and find figure four, feel free to do that. Otherwise, bringing that right foot forward, right knee's on the right side, right foot's on the left. Coming to fingertips. Do your best to square hips and shoulders forward. When you're ready, slowly tilting forward. Maybe making a pillow with your hands if that feels good. Or you can bring your hands like cactus, open heart, forehead to a block or the mat. And breathe, let go. Flexing that right foot, keeping that right foot active helps protect the right knee. Friendly reminder. Let's take one more breath, cleansing breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Coming to hands and knees, hands and stepping back to your dog. Shake out that right leg. If you feel like flipping the dog, wild thing, feel free. Otherwise, shake out your leg. If you're on your back, you can simply switch to the left side. Otherwise, from down dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward for pigeon pose, left side. Set yourself up, fingertips to the floor, upward facing dog first, or upward facing pigeon. All right, when you're ready, tilt forward, find that left side pigeon. Wherever you went on the other side, try to mimic. We'll take about 5 to 10 breaths. Flexing that left foot, keeping it active, protecting that left knee. All right, take a nice cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Find your way to your last down dog, shake out that leg or flip the dog. Oh, wild thing or not. Beautiful job, you guys. Let's find our way to child's pose. Take about 3 breaths here. Feel free to bring these closer together, hands behind you. Option is to even maybe find a rabbit pose if that feels good. If you know rabbit pose, you can go there. If you don't, stay in child's pose. And then we'll slowly find our way to seated. All right. Nice job, you guys. Let's bring both legs out in front. Whew. Let's reach our arms up, take an inhale, exhale, tilt your chest forward, tilting from your hips. Hands reach for your shins, your feet. 5 breaths, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. One more breath. And slowly let your hands slide up your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Take a moment. You can flap your butterfly wings. See how your inner thighs feel. Feel free to open up your feet like you're reading a book. Notice your knees get a little closer to the floor. Take an inhale. Option 1, exhale, chin to chest. Stretch out the back of your neck. Option 2 is to inhale and gently fold forward, elbows, forearms, gently rest on your inner shins. Great hip stretch and our thigh stretch. 3 more breaths. So you're either stretching the back of your neck or you're folding forward into butterfly like so. Nice job, you guys. Slowly rise. Bring knees together. We're going to come to our backs. As you come to your back, gently hug knees into chest. Rock out your lower back. Give your lower back, your sacrum a little massage. All right, let's find happy baby. Hands to the outsides of your feet, your shins, your thighs, whatever works for you. Main thing, try to keep your sacrum, which is that area right above your sit bone and right below your back. Try to keep that area on the mat. Okay, we'll take 5 breaths here. If it feels good, you can always rock side to side. If not, just stay with your lower sacrum on the mat. As you hug knees towards armpits, great stretch here for your hips. Three more breaths. Nice job, you guys. Bring feet together and then knees together. Give yourself a hug. Keep your right knee hugged in, left leg comes straight down. Sit forward just a little bit here. All right. So you can rock that right foot, do little circles with your right foot back and forth. We're gonna bring your right leg over to the left. So left hand's gonna stay on the right knee, right arm is out to a T. As you bring that right leg over to the left, you can look out over right shoulder. You can stay like so. If you want to play here, you can try to straighten that right leg and grab for maybe your shin or your foot. You're just going to get a deeper stretch on the IT band if that's what you're looking for. If not, you can keep your knee bent. We'll take 5 breaths. Remember, the key is using breath to soften into the pose. Sometimes we get into these deep poses where at first you feel like you're not going to be able to go any deeper, but as you inhale and exhale, your breath is your guide. It helps you to go deeper. With each inhale, we find lengthening, expansion. With each exhale, we find softening as we go a little deeper each time. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then slowly bring that knee back to center. And then let's switch sides. So left knee comes in, right leg comes down. And when your right leg's down, you can keep your foot active. Right heel can press on the floor. Give your left foot a little twist of the ankle, one way, other way. And then we're going to bring that left knee over to the right. Feel how this side feels different. Left arm out to a T. As you let your left shoulder melt towards the floor, looking out over left shoulder, maybe this knee stays bent. Maybe you straighten it. And it's always different on one side. So your right hand maybe can grab the shin. If you have a strap, maybe it can grab your foot if you're more open. 5 breaths. Nice job, you guys. 1 more breath. And then slowly come back to center. Give yourself another hug. Let's take 1 more stretch here. Let your feet come all the way down to the floor. And then you're going to reach your arms up over your head. Okay, so we call this banana pose. We're going to walk our feet over to the right. Okay, and then we're going to walk our arms over to the right. So we're like a banana here. We'll take about 3 breaths here. You should feel this stretch up and down the left part of your side body. One more breath. And let's walk our feet back to center, arms back to center. We'll walk everything over to the left. So your feet walk over to the left. And then arms reach over to the left. Ooh, this side feels really good for me. We'll take 3 breaths here. Nice job, you guys. Coming back to center. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do any last pose. I invite you to get into an inversion. Sometimes it's always very nice to simply just lift your feet up towards the sky. Palms can be flat on the floor. If you have a wall, come to a wall. If you'd like to do a headstand, feel free to do that. I'd like you to get upside down. Another option is bridge pose. You can do supported bridge just to get your legs above your heart. So anything that serves you here will take about another minute. You're in a headstand, you can slowly come down. And if you were in a headstand, it's always nice to do a child's pose or a rabbit pose after. If you have your legs up towards the sky like me, or up on a wall, just simply bring your legs down, give yourself a hug, and a nice breath. And then wherever you're at, find your way to Shavasana, legs down on the mat, hands down by your side, palms facing up, and you can always bring hands to your belly, your chest. Take a nice cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, and then a nice audible exhale out the mouth. Let go of your breath, let go of your thoughts. Let your whole body melt and be completely supported. I will let you know when to come back to awareness. Feel free to stay where you're at in Shavasana or follow my cue. Start to draw in a deeper breath. Start to bring some gentle movement to fingers to toes. When you're ready, reach your arms up over your head as you take a nice stretch as you reach your toes towards the bottom of the mat. arms over your head. And then gently hugging knees into chest. Give yourself a little hug and gently roll over to your favorite side. Take a pause. When you're ready, find your way back to seated. Eyes gently shut just like you started class. And bring hands palm to palm with your thumbs gently resting on your sternum. The word yoga means to unite the mind, the body, the spirit. We do that with breath. We do that with movement. Gently bow your head to your heart center. Thank yourself for giving you this time. Bring your head back to center. Let's seal our practice with a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Opening your eyes to one another. Namaste. Namaste simply means the light in me recognizes the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit more balanced. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time.